Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. CLT Aviation 13 here with our flagship Gemini Jets airport update of Charlotte. Today's video is number 59 to the series, and I'm really excited to show you guys some new stuff that we have today. We're featuring 3 777 flights. 2 of those are new routes for the 777, being Los Angeles and Las Vegas. And just to make a quick note, I made a slight error later on in the video. I had American Flight 1344 going to Orlando, and I meant to say Miami. With that being said, we also have a new A319 Sharklet, which is a great addition to the airport because we've been having that Sharklet come in from since the summer. So it's been operating routes to like St. Thomas, St. Martin. So really nice to finally pick that one up since we've been getting it pretty consistently. But with that being said, thank you again for stopping by, and I hope you guys enjoy today's video. All right, everyone, we're going to start the video off a little bit differently today. We usually start on the other side of the airport, but for today, we're going to start on Concourse A North. Packed house today. You got 4 Uniteds, a Spirit, Frontier, 2 Southwest, a JetBlue. Things are looking really, really nice right now. All about the aesthetics. So we'll go ahead and start with this United Embraer 175. This is that old color one. It's going to operate flight 3512 with service to Chicago. And then backing on up to a United Express Embraer 175 in the new colors. Going to do flight 5604 with service to Denver. Then on back to another Embraer 175 in those new colors, flight 3433 with service to Newark. And a nice showing of the new United colors today. Obviously, this is a really great livery. You guys know how I like to do it. I like to kind of interchange my aircrafts a lot, so I usually, I like to throw in the old color Uniteds, the new ones, and all that good stuff just to keep things fresh. So this 319 is going to operate flight 203 with service to Houston. And so glad to see this route back. It's restarted pretty recently. This is Spirit Airlines flight 981 with service to Fort Lauderdale. I'm trying to take this flight soon, visit a friend down in Fort Lauderdale. I'm still debating on which airline I want to take. Part of me wants to take Spirit just because they're the ones that are actually lowering the cost for the ticket. But obviously, American Airlines schedule between Charlotte and Fort Lauderdale is quite impressive. About 6 or 7 flights a day. And obviously with the amount of times they have, you can't really beat it. So maybe I'll fly American down and fly Spirit back or something. But I would love to try Spirit because I haven't flown them yet. But yeah, heading to Fort Lauderdale. And then on to Frontier. This is a nice lineup as well. So here's the Frontier Auto the Owl, operating flight 199 with service to Denver. Got the 2 Southwest and the JetBlue hanging on the very end there. We'll move over to Southwest now. This is going to be flight... flight 763 with service to St. Louis. This is a new route as well. I'm not sure if I got this into a video recently. I know I did once in the summer, but it's actually like a legit route now, not like a little test route. So really good to see that as well. Moving on over to the Florida 1, Southwest flight 2294 with service to Denver. Love that Florida 1. Obviously, I don't have any new livery 737-700s. So I'm kind of hoping Gemini Jets makes that hard one sometime soon. I'll buy a bunch of those because I really need them. Last but not least, my favorite airline. This is a different flight number, flight 2218 with service to Boston. Now this is added, when this video came out, the flight already happened, but this happened on Monday, I believe, November 30th. We had a second flight to Boston, so I figured we just use a different flight number. So yeah, 2218 with service to Boston. And then next up, we will start with the Delta 737-800, and this is going to operate flight 794 with service to Salt Lake City. Just waiting on that new livery 738 so we can split, interchange those planes just to keep it fresh as well. And then we got 2 Delta 717s. The first one is heading to Atlanta, it's flight 1719, and then the next one to Detroit is going for flight 2039. All right, backing on up to our 2 Americans. Again, this would be a really cool plane for Gemini Jets to release in the retro, like the actual current look of it. But this 319 is going to operate flight 1462 with service to Jacksonville. And then the next American 319 is going to be flight 1030 with service to Antigua. So really nice look of the A Concourse. This would be the original OGA, and this is A North for those who are not familiar with Charlotte. We'll go ahead and resume things on this A321, which is going to operate flight 2434 with service to Phoenix. And then we have that A319 standard color one, flight 829 with service to Mexico City. And then next up we have the OG 737-800, which is going to operate flight 1854 with service to San Juan. And then another Sharklet A321, flight 807 with service to Salt Lake City. Then we got the CRJ-900. Obviously, we can't say it enough every video. I probably mention it, but we need those American Eagle CRJ-900 so badly. It's literally just the biggest amount of flights we get. Charlotte is probably CRJ-900s and then A321s, and then probably 319s and 738s. These are badly needed. I can't wait for the day I can buy these, because I will buy a absolute load of them. So this is going to be flight 5457 with service to Sarasota. And they got 2 more 319s coming up, and then FedEx will be at the end here. This is going to be flight 626 with service to Philadelphia. And then we got flight 1044 with service to St. Martin. Got some really cool destinations today. Can't remember if I plugged that in at the beginning of the video. But I'm trying to spice up the destinations a little bit. So I hope you're kind of enjoying some of the different cities, and you'll see more of that or hear more of that later. And last but not least for this part, we have the FedEx 757, which is a rather new flight. This always comes in around the holiday time, just because of, increased demand, especially this, with everything going on. Cargo's already been increased. Doesn't matter if it was holidays or not. It's just crazy all over the place. This aircraft usually comes in from Memphis and then goes to ATL, and then vice versa. I've seen it come in from ATL and then go to Memphis. So for today, it's going to be flight 883 with service to Memphis. All right, guys, we'll go ahead and get things rolling on this side of the airport with the Embraer 145 operating flight 6270 with service to Ithaca. And then backing up to one of my favorite heritage planes, the Piedmont A319, which is going to operate flight 384 with service to DCA, Washington, Reagan. Really nice One World on pushback. This is that 738 One World. You also see the 222 One World some point in this video. This is flight 2548 with service to Newark. Got that Heritage US Airways pushing back. Hoping NG makes that wing fence one. Their mold is phenomenal. I still need to pick up that A330-200 US Airways model. From the pictures I've seen, it's awesome. So anything NG usually does is on point. So I'm hoping they do that wing fence one. Obviously, with that American title, that will be the big, the big plus there. But this is going to be flight 840 with service to Montego Bay. And then backing on up, shout out to BB-8, by the way. American 319 with service to, let's see, have this guy go to Nassau, flight 859. And on pushback, we have the NG model 737-800 operating flight 2755 with service to Minneapolis. And then 2 Americans right here. Got that new right here, that 319 Sharklet. We'll get to him in just a moment. So this 738, this is that NG one as well. Flight 2731 with service to New York John F. Kennedy. And really, really excited to introduce to you one of our new airplanes for today's video. This is the A319 Sharklet variant. Now, this aircraft, I can't remember if I mentioned, if I talked into full details in the beginning of the video. Probably not. We've been getting a lot of these A319s since the summer, just because, with things going on, it's a little bit different. But some of the routes that we have out of Charlotte kind of, can, on a 319 makes a lot of sense. Airports like St. Thomas is where this is going. The aircraft performance from this plane, those Sharklets really make a huge difference. Just increases the performance of the plane, just enough to make a difference, and for them to fly it here. So this is a great model to have. There'll be another Charlotte Airport update at the end of the month, and this plane will be going to Jackson Hole because this is probably the equipment they'll be using. So I'm really excited to have this plane. A great addition. I don't need more than one unless things really pick up. I think one is plenty for me for now. But if somehow we do get more, I probably will get an extra one, but I think we're good for now. But anyways, as I mentioned, this is flight 2452 with service to St. Thomas. We'll get things started on this side with the UPS MD-11, which is going to operate flight 1286 with service to Louisville. And then moving on to the Charlotte Air National Guard C-17. Still need to get more of these guys. Dang, I've always wanted to get at least 3 more so I can have 4, and then, just kind of park them, in a nice formation there. But this is just one of those planes that's always on the back burner because there's always more planes I need to get that will usually be a little bit more rare than this one. So I always kind of move this on the back burner and then get the other planes that I kind of need a little bit more. So one day we'll get that all squared off. Next we got the American 737-800, which just came in from Orlando. Let me move around to the other side. We'll start with this 777. So really nice. I can't remember if I mentioned at the beginning of the video. If not, well, I'll mention it again, or, you know, for real. American 777, we are starting to get a little bit more of these now. We have Vegas, Los Angeles, and Miami now. As I kind of mentioned in the first video, or the previous one in November, I kind of noted that I don't think London will be around in December, and that was the case. There's no London flight anymore. Hopefully it comes back in January like they said, but you know, things can always change. But we still have 3 777s today, which is exciting. Here's one right here. Here's the next one. And there's one all the way down there. So it's looking really nice. Just nice to have some more wide bodies in. Not the wide body that I thought I would ever, you know, have filling up the airport, but you know, it is what it is right now. So this is going to be American Flight 1344 with service to Orlando. And I'm going to back up real quick and get this PSA 319, which just came in from Portland, Maine. And we're going to back right up into the Volaris A320neo. Gemini just been kind of on a tear lately making neo models, so I'm really hoping they can make the updated version of Volaris with those purple engines. I probably mentioned that every Charlotte airport video, but this is flight 979 with service to Guadalajara. And moving over to the One World 777. Man, these look really nice. I may have to pick up another One World 777 just to mess around at some point, because I mean, they have 2 of them, so obviously the chances of having both of them in Charlotte at the same time is very slim, but who cares. This 777-200, we're going to give Las Vegas the honors of the One World 222. I'm not sure if you noticed, but I always like to drop the premier 777, which is the One World one. I think it's the coolest one. I always like to throw it at the best city I can that I like. So flight 1484 with service to Las Vegas. And on pushback, we got the TWA 737-800, which is going to operate flight 1006 with service to Boston. Next up, 777. I'm not even going to bother fixing this gate because every time I do, it just pops back down. There's no point. I just give up. I can't win that battle. Let's see. This is going to be the other the other 777 flight 489 with service to Los Angeles. Really cool to see that. It's been years. Okay, so apparently, I know it's been years since we've had a wide body flight to Los Angeles, but I know there was like an A330-200 flight that did like Charlotte to LAX. It was like very brief, like maybe like a couple days around the holidays, maybe a year or 2 ago, but I cannot find it anywhere. So I might just be going crazy. But apparently this, if I'm going crazy, this has been like our first wide body flight to LAX and since US Air when they did the 762s. But I know for sure there was a 330 flight. I just can't find it because I know I've seen it before, and I'm pretty sure I may have used an airport video, so I might have to just go back and look for it there. But anyways, like I said, heading to LAX. And we got the A320. This is going to do, let's see, flight 1083 with service to Savannah. And we got a CRJ 700 flight. Let's see, let's do flight 5494 service to Manchester. And then I always like having the Bangor flight, really cool city. Flew into there years ago via Philadelphia. So we're going to have this Embraer 175 flight 4870 to Bangor. And then not forget this 319 here. This is flight 1896 with service to New Orleans. We got another Embraer 170 flight 4792 with service to Myrtle Beach. And we got an American 321 lining up on the runway. Flight 1108 with service to New York LaGuardia. And the last airplane will be the CRJ 900 with service to Norfolk as flight 5162. So, looking really good, everyone. Nice to have these 777s in the video, and hope to be seeing more in the future. But anyways, thank you again for stopping by today, and I'll see you guys in the next one.